Hi everybody, Brian Oxy here. I had a couple, number of different people through different messaging, Facebook and Delphi, asking about how I'm getting my points and rebounds because I normally play, play history, highlight maker hoops, um, and really I just came up with an idea. I wanted a little extra narrative. So I just thought I'd put a video just to quickly show kind of what I do. I got a game here I played the other night in a project I'm doing. Um, as you can see here, I got marks and free throws, and I keep track of. Some people call them impact points. Anytime a player moves the marker down the track, they get a slash. Also keep track of free throws, and then when the game is over, I take my chart. I've got one for college and pro, and I got one for the high school. And what I do is I just add up the impact points. In this game, I had Tyler had seven. So what I do is usually if there's one player that has whoever the top guy is, if he's the only person that has that number, I'll give him an extra number and roll on that column. So for Tyler, he had seven, so I'd take my d20 and I just roll it, and on eight I'd go down to 16, and it would be 32, and I'd add any free throws, so he would add 34 points. And then for rebounds, uh, usually I only do the backtrack. Usually I only do top two or three guys and impact points. That gives me enough, narrative on who you already know who the best player was. He had obviously seven impact points, but gives you a little narrative there. And then for rebounds, pretty much anybody that I've rolled for points, I check their card, see how many rebound qualities they have, and say they had six rebound qualities. It would be look on column six, number six, he'd have eight rebounds. Nothing scientific about it. Obviously, with highlight maker hoops being abstract, it can be anything. You could use make your own chart, use this chart, whatever you wanted to do. But it gives me a little extra narrative. If I want to post something on the Facebook group, I can, and gives you a little bit. So that's how I'm getting. If you ever see my posts on Delphi or Facebook, that's how I'm getting the points and rebounds. So it just helps me visualize the game a little bit better. Um, Also, I was going to talk about somebody had asked me about making their own cards, teams, all that stuff. I love making teams, coming up with names, all that kind of stuff. Um, the reason I don't know if I'll use them, but I was bored one day, so I decided I was just going to make eight teams. Um, and I like the nine or 10 or 11 roster size roster. Nine really works for me, but ten isn't bad either. So I came up with this way to create a team with not really having to come up with all the qualities. So what I do is I figure out my team name, nickname, get my names together, and then depending on what the roster size is, I have this chart I made up, whether it's a 10, 11, 12. Usually, if I do nine, I just do three guards, three forwards, three centers. Just makes it easier. So, what I have here is, I think, yeah, it was Dan Garlick put this set together. I want to say it was last year for the Final Four. It was the 1983, all the teams that made the 1983 NCAA tournament. And what I did was I sorted all the cards into pretty much, I mean, you got guards, forwards, and centers. And there's some, guys that were guards and forwards mixed in on both stacks, same with forwards and centers. But so what I do is I, say I pick my team, Say it's going to be, you know, Redville, and then I'll just roll my say I'm going to do a 10 man roster. I just roll on this 11, so I'm going to have 3 guards, 6 forwards, and 1 center. So then I take my cards. I've got the guards first. I just shuffle them up, and I pick 3 cards out, and that's my rate. Those 3 guys are the ratings I'm going to use for my cards, and I do the same with forwards and centers and so on. So you get a weird variety of teams, different qualities, different amount of qualities for teams. Um, Obviously, in highlight maker hoops, probably prime time as well. Uh, your team has more qualities, the more chances they're going to be successful when the card flips over. And you're looking for a certain quality, and they're going to more than likely have it. So um, that's about it. I had a couple questions, messages on how I do the scoring, how I'm coming up with points and rebounds for these games when I'm using highlight maker hoops. So that's how using these charts. That's how I'm doing that. Um, like I said, I only do maybe the top couple guys. Uh, and I'm not worried about trying to go through the whole roster and make sure the points add up to the amount of the team scored for a good narrative. If you get a couple guys like I said in this game, Tyler had 7. He was way above everybody else. A couple of guys had 2, but um, didn't really need to roll for more of that. And then this was College of the Bronx. Uh, Lamont James Jr. He had 6, and Marks had 4. That seemed like a good stopping point to just go with those guys, even though the couple guys had 2. And then it gives you good, you can always, if something doesn't match up or it doesn't seem realistic, you could always re-roll. But so far for me, it's worked out pretty good. So, but I just thought I'd make a quick video showing how I how I come up with, and hopefully hopefully help somebody. If someone thinks it's a cool idea and wants to use it, great, and let me know. And hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.